Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I am going to do another hair painting tutorial. And as you can see here, anyone who knows this video game will know this is Red. Don't ask me the name of the video game. I have that in the commission notes, but I don't know offhand. And Red here obviously needs brighter red hair. When you're doing natural hair, it's always shades of browns. So you can see this is a nice reddish brown. This would be a great natural redhead hair color. That's what I'm trying to say. So this one is actually Rusted Anchor from Reaper. And I love that color. But for her mid-tone, we are going to do Blood Red, and this is scale 75. Really, you just want any nice red color. So we're going to do a vibrant hair color. And I've already got based out, so now I'm just going to go ahead and put down the mid-tone. We'll get that in here. You can see we're going to make that a lot nicer, or a lot more vibrant. Shouldn't say nicer, depends on if you're looking for a natural hair color or not so natural. And let's be honest, these days, not natural is becoming a lot more popular. Certainly seeing it everywhere. So. And of course, nothing wrong with that. Whatever you like, it's your hair. That's my thought process anyway. But in Red's case, we're matching the video game, and that means we want it to be red. And a nice, vibrant red. And of course, we're layering up. So for this one, I want to keep some of that shadow color of the Rusted Anchor showing. Especially over here with the curls, makes it a little easier. And then I'm going to show you how to layer this up even further with the highlights without letting it look pink. Because nobody with red hair actually looks pink in the highlights. Sometimes works for fabrics though. If you see certain materials, especially fabrics, some of them do look pink in the highlights. But hair never does. That's why it's super important that we get it right. Okay. I am going to go ahead and let this dry, and then I'm going to do a second coat. You guys certainly don't need to watch that. So I'll be right back when we're about to do the highlights. All right, I'm back. So we've got 2 coats of the Blood Red down, and you can see now she's starting to look more like she fits her name. So for the first level of highlights, I'm again using another Scale Colors, Antares Red. So this is a brighter red if we take a look at the two. Now, the one thing I do want to note is there is nothing special about these particular colors that I'm using. You know, any red that's, you know, a little bit darker and a little bit brighter, but still read as true reds, those are the ones that you want to use. So there's no secret in the brand or anything like that. You can use whatever paints you have and just make that happen. So we're going to go ahead and do the first layer of highlights. And of course we want to focus on the halo around the head. So definitely going to do that part. And then any little curls usually have their own little highlights here. Big thing is we really want her hair especially to be nice and shiny, because she looks like the kind of character who's going to have real shiny hair, not dull. You know, she looks more like a glamour heroine than someone who's going to keep their hair unkempt. And I'm doing these sections a little big. For one thing, she's a little bit of a bigger model. This definitely isn't your average 28 millimeter, but also because I want to leave room for quite a few highlights to hit. So I want to make sure I have room to go as high as I want to go with these. And you don't want to run out of room when you're layering. These bottom sections won't be, I won't take the highlights up quite so much as around the crown. That's going to be the area that definitely catches the most light. So we want to make sure that that's what we're representing. Right. Now I want to go ahead and do a second coat of that, because I really want that to show a bigger difference. And I feel like I have a lot of room yet from the blood red up to our highlight red. So I'm going to go ahead and do a second coat of that before I move on to the higher highlights. So I'll be back as soon as I'm ready to show you the next step. Okay, and I'm back. And this time, you're going to have to trust me on this for a little bit. I'm actually going to do a mix of red, our highlight red, and toasted marshmallow from Reaper. Love this white. It's just a nice off-white. Now I know what you're thinking. I said no pink, and now I'm going to be using pink because red and white is pink. But we are going to do a final step at the end that's going to pull it back to red, so it'll be all right. So just bear with me while we go into the pinks. And I promise you won't think it's as weird as it looks right now in the end. When I was first starting out, I saw somebody doing this, I would totally freak out. I'd be like, yeah, I'm not putting that color on my red hair. That is definitely not going to do it. But it actually does. And sometimes the easiest way to get somewhere is the strangest way to get. It's the strangest way to go. I don't know, I'm sure there's some metaphor or good life lesson around somewhere with that kind of feel to it. I don't have one for you. No great fable to talk about that. Okay. And that was a 2 to 1, 2 red to 1 white. And this is a 50-50. And again, we're layering, so I'm going with smaller amounts and not covering all the places I put the last one. And as you go smaller and smaller sections, it starts going faster and faster, and it dries faster and faster. This is going to be my last highest highlight, and this is 2 white to 1 red. And I'm just going in those places where it would be the absolute brightest. I'm just doing the tiniest little amount. Okay. All right, so now we've got all the highlights placed. The final step, anyone can guess. You get kudos points. So guess now, make your guess, put it in the comments. We'll wait for you, just a moment. All right, time's up. If you guessed glazing, you are right. We are going to glaze with our base color, which is the blood red. And we're gonna bring that all back down to red. Now the first pass is definitely not gonna do it because we're going from pink to red, which is quite extreme. And with glazing especially, you don't want to go too heavy. It's better to do several thinner passes than to do one heavy pass. And you can see in some areas we're already starting to get the red back. So I'm going to go ahead and do this a few more times off camera, and I'll be right back to show you the final result. Okay, so here she is. And as you can see, we've got those highlights, but they're still reading as red. And essentially what we did was we just used that pink as an underpainting. So by bringing the shade up and then bringing it back down with the glaze, we're still keeping it red, but we are still seeing highlights and value differences within the hair to get the highlights and shadows. So I hope that helps you. If you have any questions, of course, go ahead and put them in the comments. If you have any great recipes or tricks for red hair, please share those with all of us. I would definitely love to know. And I want to thank you so much for watching this one. Again, I hope you did get something out of it and that it helped. So until next time, have fun and keep creating.